So welcome to Hips and Hamstring Hacks video number 2. I'm doing a voiceover because you can't really hear me in the video, and I didn't want to re-record it because it's a good little video. So in the first video, we talked about the glute medius, which is a stabilizer for your hips. They're right there on the outside, kind of on the outside of the glute maximus. We use some mini bands to strengthen those. And then we also talked about how to stretch the belly of the hamstring, not the attachment, by putting a blanket or a mat underneath the heels. So today we're going to talk about the glute maximus. So the glute maximus there on the back of the hips is very important for any standing position because it helps keep your hips upright. So you've got hip flexors on the front, which help your hips and femur bones flex, just like this, like in a squatting type of position. But then as you stand up, your glutes press the hips forward to extend them in an upright position. So as you can tell, these are very important for any activity where you're going to be standing, running, or walking. So you want them to be strong. I tell my clients a lot of times that God made them big because they're very important. So I'm going to show you some single leg drills that you can do to help strengthen the glute. And it's a sister muscle, the hamstring. So you want to stand on one leg. This is called a single leg deadlift, or in yoga, we call it the warrior 3 pose. So standing on one leg, you want to keep your core in tight so that your spine remains in a nice neutral position. You're not going to round forward into this. And so no chest collapsing forward. See, a nice straight position. You could draw a straight line from my heel to my head. I'm not rounding down like that. All right. And then make sure in this pose or this exercise, this drill, you want your hands to come to about down to your shin. And then come all the way up to standing. That extension is very important so that glute engages. All right, so you go down, kick it back. I like my leg to be straight, that lifted leg, and then come all the way back up standing. And it will also help strengthen your ankle stabilizers, those little muscles around your ankle, to make it stronger if you're doing it flat with no shoes on. Now, if you're going to do dumbbells, kettlebell, or a barbell, you're going to want to wear shoes, and those are all progressions of the body weight version of a single leg deadlift or a warrior 3. The hamstring helps the glute out. Right there, that's your hamstring. Helps it extend. So not only is this a good one to strengthen the glutes, it's also a great one for the hamstring as well. And I always say that a weak muscle will pull a joint out of alignment and a tight muscle will allow it to. So here's the next one to loosen those tight muscles up.
If you have a tight muscle, it's going to pull on that joint and try to get it out of alignment. Okay, so in our hips, you have muscles on each side, muscles in the back, muscles in the front, muscles that attach into it from the spine. You got a lot of muscles running into the hips. So you want to keep those muscles properly strengthened and properly lengthened so that one side is not higher than the other, it's not being pulled forward by all these tight muscles. If you keep doing the same things over and over and over again without addressing weak muscles or tight muscles, you're going to get the same results. Injury, 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 pain. Nobody wants that. So one thing that I've added into my routine, which I love, are these yoga tune-up balls. And we have a class on Wednesdays with Rachel called Athletic Roll, where she teaches you how to use these and takes you through a routine. It's amazing. This is my very favorite, most simple one to do. You can do this with a tennis ball. Okay, so you don't have to have these fancy balls, although I like them because they're double-toed. You get 2 in 1. Walk the feet out from the wall. I've got it in the meat of my glute muscle, and I'm going to go side to side. Okay, so just rolling over that ball. Very simple, and you might even find, like I'll even come over to the side where I can get into that glute medius PFL and find a little nut in there, okay? So moving across that glute, finding any little tight spots, avoiding the sciatic nerve. We don't want to put a whole lot of pressure on that, but piriformis, like right in there, there's my piriformis, helps those muscles to release if they're tight. And you'll start to learn which side is tighter than the other. My left side is tighter than my right side because my right quad is stronger than my left quad, and my left hamstring and glute is stronger than my right, or something like that. So that's my hamstring and hip hacks for today. Again, you don't have to have the yoga tune-up use the tennis ball, make sure to do both sides on the wall, right and left. Feet closer to the wall is going to be less pressure. Feet away from the wall is going to be more pressure because you're putting more body weight into that ball. And then always, as Rachel says, keep the pain scale around a 4 or a 5. You don't need to be up a 7, 8, 9, 10 pain scale, okay? You just want to find those little knots using compression and cross fibering across that ball is going to help to loosen up those muscles that have gotten knotted up and are pulling on your joint. All right, see you next time.